have you ever just pictured yourself stepping back in time, living in the absolute grandeur of India's royal past? Well, today, that's exactly where we're going. We're diving headfirst into the incredible world of India's heritage hotels, where that dream vacation is a very, very real thing.
This quote just says it all, doesn't it? We're not talking about regular hotels here. Think of them more like living museums. Every single hallway, every courtyard, they all have a story to tell. So you get that authentic, royal feeling, but, with amazing service and all the modern comforts. It's literally the best of both worlds.
I mean, come on. Who hasn't had that fantasy? Imagine waking up in a suite where a Maharaja once slept, or having dinner in a hall that hosted incredible state banquets. That's exactly the kind of invitation these places offer. So let's figure out how to make that dream happen.
Okay, so what does it actually mean to live like Indian royalty when we're talking about a vacation? Let's break it down, and we'll start with a couple of key terms that are really important to understand this whole unique world of travel.
Now this is a really interesting little detail. So heritage hotel is kind of the big, broad category for any historic old building. But a palace hotel, well, that's the real treasure. That means you are literally staying in a place where royalty used to live. So yeah, all palace hotels are heritage hotels, but not the other way around. And that's the super exclusive experience we're really focusing on.
You know what they say, timing is everything. And while these palaces are just stunning all year round, there is something truly special, almost magical, about visiting in December. The air, the comfort, the celebrations, it all just clicks into place for the perfect royal getaway. So here's why December is the absolute sweet spot. It's kind of like a triple advantage. First, that cool, crisp air just makes everything feel more grand and romantic. It's almost cinematic. Second, it's just way more comfortable for walking around and exploring the grounds. You're not sweating through your clothes. And third, you get the bonus of all the festive celebrations. A lot of these palaces throw these amazing Christmas and New Year's Eve parties. It just adds another layer of magic to the whole thing.
All right, now for the really fun part. We're going to spotlight two totally distinct, completely iconic palace experiences. We're talking about the romantic lake palaces of Udaipur, and then the just over-the-top opulent palace of the Nizams in Hyderabad.
And this just shows you the incredible contrast. So on one side, you have Udaipur, the city of lakes. It's all about these white marble palaces that look like they're literally floating on water. The whole vibe is just pure romance. But then you have Hyderabad's Falaknuma Palace, the Star of Heaven, and that is pure, jaw-dropping opulence. It's a monument to the unbelievable wealth of the old rulers. So, two completely different flavors of royalty.
So let's talk about what that feels like when you're there. In Udaipur, your whole journey starts on the water. You arrive by boat at sunset, gliding across Lake Pichola. It is an absolutely unforgettable moment. In Hyderabad, you arrive in a horse-drawn carriage. Talk about dramatic. In one place, you might have an intimate dinner listening to beautiful music, and in the other, you could be dining in a hall built for 100 people. So, which royal fantasy are you picking?
Feeling a little inspired? Yeah, me too. But turning this dream into a reality, well, it takes some planning. These places aren't your typical resorts you can just book on a whim. So let's switch gears and get into the practical, essential stuff for booking your own royal stay.
Okay, this number right here, this is probably the single most important tip I can give you. 4 to 6 months in advance. December is the absolute peak season, and these are boutique hotels with very, very few rooms. This is not a trip for spontaneity. You have got to plan ahead to get your spot.
So just to recap the big 3 tips. First, like we just said, book early. Please book early. Second, when you get there, soak up the history. A lot of these palaces offer free heritage walks with an in-house historian. Don't skip it. It'll make your stay so much richer. And third, pack the right clothes. Smart casual is usually the rule for dinner, which is really just about respecting the amazing, elegant atmosphere you're in.
Now, planning a trip like this, a high-end, high-demand trip, it can be complicated. Getting the best suites, making sure everything is seamless, it often takes some insider access. So how do you make sure you get that truly perfect, curated experience?
And this is such a key point, because booking a room is one thing, but creating a royal experience, that's something else entirely. It's about getting those suites that are always sold out, having private cars waiting for you, and getting all those little unique touches that make a trip truly unforgettable. And that level of detail, it usually requires some connections.
And this is where a specialized service really shines. You aren't just crossing your fingers for a good room, you're guaranteed a top-tier suite. Your private transfers are all handled, and you get access to personalized things like private dinners or exclusive tours. All the little details that really transform a great trip into a memory you'll have forever.
And that question just brings everything full circle, right? It's the ultimate invitation. We've seen what's possible. The romance of Udaipur, the sheer opulence of Hyderabad, the absolute magic of a December visit. So the question really is, are you ready to say yes?
Look, this is so much more than a vacation. It's a journey into history, into luxury, into a story that's been waiting for centuries to be told. The only question left is, will you be a part of it? Your palace is waiting.